So this video is honestly just want to talk to you guys real quick about fear and anxiety and stress and depression. Right now, I am currently in my new apartment, in my new state of living. I'm not sure if some of you know, or if you watched the last video to know that I recently relocated from Atlanta to Arizona. And when I say recent, I mean as in like 7 days ago. So 9 days ago, my world changed. I got on the road and I relocated. Sorry if it's like, hold on. So I have like a standard compact car. I don't know, my video just cut off. That was so random. Anyway, I'm trying to record this off my phone, so bear with me using the resources that I have. Anyway, so I wasn't able to bring a lot of my things. I wasn't able to bring furniture, my couches and coffee table and this and that, and I didn't bring a lot of dishes. I think I got 1 pot and 2 frying pans. I got some silverware from the Dollar Tree. I left a lot of my books. I have a lot of books, and I left a lot of my books and just like a lot of my little things, just personal things. Anywho, I left them all in really, really good hands. I left them with my girlfriend, who I trust and love. So I know that they're in good hands, and I'm not worried about that. But the point of me, mentioning that was I didn't bring all of me in order to, really make my apartment like a home, if you so to speak. And so there's 2 levels to my apartment. I have a studio loft, and I'm mostly upstairs, where I am right now. I'm on the floor, and I'm upstairs usually in the loft area because there's nothing downstairs. And since I've been here, I have been emotional. I have been an emotional wreck. I have been stressed out. I have been lonely. I have been sad. And I'm not sure if these feelings are supposed to come with the new transformation and the new, life. I don't know if that is a part of it, or if I am regretting my decision. I'm not 100% sure right now. My mind is so consumed, and it's so cluttered right now with so many thoughts, and I have so many emotions that I am experiencing right now. And a part of me, doesn't want to explain it to anybody, or even try to, or, talk to anybody about it. Not because I feel as if I can't talk to people, but I'm feeling like I don't want to hear someone say, oh, well, everything's gonna be okay, and this is just normal. And maybe that is the answer. Maybe that genuinely is what this is that I'm feeling. But I don't want to speak about it and have someone kind of brush me to the side and just chalk it up to, oh, it'll pass, and you shouldn't, feel this way because you got an opportunity to do what, most people can't do. And, it's not like you moved without a job and things like that. Like, obviously I'm aware that I moved because of a job, and so I just don't want to hear someone give me that answer or that reason. So I've been kind of like keeping it to myself, kind of just keeping everything in. Obviously I've had people that I know that are like, I'm so proud of you and this is so dope, and like, I can't wait to come visit, and you really like making moves. And I'm just saying to myself, because this is how I feel, am I really making moves? Did I really do the damn thing? Like, you know what I mean? Because right now I am struggling. I am stressed. I am depressed. I am sleep deprived. I'm tired. I am overwhelmed. You know what I mean? I'm all these things. But is that, like, worth it? Is what I've done worth it? And so, just to give you a little insight on why I took this job, not because it was the greatest opportunity in the world and, the money is just like, girl, you could not turn that down. Those aren't the reasons at all why I took the job or why I accepted the job. I actually accepted the job because, one, I didn't have a job when the job opportunity came up. I didn't have one. Didn't know when another one was gonna come. I had been filling out applications and things like that, but I didn't have a job. So it made sense to take a job that was actually here right in front of me versus waiting around to see when I'm going to get another job. And then I also took the job because I had been asking and praying for change. I had been asking and praying to God for change. So I wasn't necessarily specific on what kind of change I wanted or was looking for. I was just looking for change. It had been a few months since I was working last, and it was just kind of becoming like, okay, what am I going to do next? You know what I mean? I don't want to spend my 2017 struggling and trying to figure it out. I want to have a great year and a better year and be, kind of stable and content and all these things. And so, when this came up, it was just like, okay, is this the change that God wants me to have? Because I've been asking for change. And so, of course, I didn't want to let God down and not accept an offer that he was giving me because of something that I prayed for. This is how I was thinking. This is how my mind was thinking at the time. And I had the support from my girlfriend. I had the support from my dad. I had the support from a few of my friends that I had mentioned it to, and everybody was just like, oh my God, that would be so great. You should do it. Like, that's so dope. You should do it. And not for nothing, it is with a very creditable company. It's with a very established company that I did say that I wanted to work for one day. That I actually got the opportunity at my last job to work with that company. So again, all of these signs, if you will, are telling me that I should do this, that I should go, that I should come here. But since I have been here, since before I left to come here, shit has just been happening negatively, bad. The day before I was supposed to get on the road to drive here, my car wouldn't start. Battery done. Now, I believe that the oil change people the day before had turned my light switch, onto the on as opposed to the auto, which is what I normally do. The newer cars, the lights are on all throughout the day, and then, you get out the car, you beep the horn, they go off, whatever. And so that's what I assumed that had happened, because the day before I got an oil change, and I always keep my light switch on auto, but this particular time it was on. I went home. I never left, for the rest of the day. And then the next morning I got up to pack my car to get on the road the following morning, and the car didn't start. So I panicked, I broke down, I literally had a panic attack in that moment, stressed out, anyway, I get jumper cables, it cranks right up, okay, cool. I finished packing up my car. The next morning, I have to put something else in the car, the one final thing, and it causes me to kind of have to reconfigure the car a little bit, something I didn't plan for. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm supposed to be getting on the road. Well, I ended up not even being able to finish getting the car together until like close to 6 o'clock in the morning. And so now I'm exhausted, which I already was tired to begin with, but now I'm exhausted even more because this was something that I didn't have planned to do, at 4:30 in the morning. And so it's thrown my vibe off. It's caused me to be more tired than I already am. So I didn't leave the day that I was supposed to leave. Okay, no biggie. I take this day and I rest a little bit more. I spend a little bit more time with my girlfriend because she actually so happened to be off. So it, to me, it was just like, it made sense. It was worth it. Well, the next morning I get up, the car cranks, no problem. Okay, cool. I get on the road, and I didn't say anything to anybody, but the feelings that I was having wasn't excitement for a new chapter, the excitement of, taking this road trip. It was stress. It was nervousness. It was overwhelmness. But again, I assumed that all of these feelings are just a part of the feeling, a part of the new transition. And so I kept pushing. I kept moving along. And I got the keys to the apartment on Thursday morning. Right when they opened, I was here. I took some things out of the car. I did a couple errands, and I came back and I cried. And I cried because I wasn't happy. Now, again, I assumed and I chalked it up to the fact that I'm exhausted. Like, I'm tired. You know what I mean? I had just did 28 hours in 2 days, and I have no energy, and I have to move everything out of my car, which is heavy shit. You know, my car was like really low when I was, driving here. And so I assumed that those feelings that day was, like I said, just being tired, overwhelmed, and, all this stuff, right? So then Friday comes. I wake up. I do the same. Get some stuff out of the car again. I run some errands. I come back. I put some things away. And the emotions start again. And again, I'm chalking it up to you're tired, you're overwhelmed, you just moved. It's a lot happening. You have nobody here to help you take this crap out of the car. You're tired. You don't even want to get this box out of the car, but you got to get it out of the car. Just, you know what I mean? Those emotions. Fast forward to the beginning of the week, Monday. It's time for me to start work. I'm not excited. I'm not nervously excited. I'm not eager, just to I am just kind of blah. And I didn't know if me being blah, it's my girlfriend calling me. I have to call her right back. I didn't know if me being blah was odd or if it was valid or what. I just knew that it wasn't the feeling that I guess one should have when they've, stepped out of their comfort zone and is trying something different, and it's supposed to be, the moment, in my life. I was confused because that wasn't what I was feeling. And so, although the location is beautiful of the job building, the people seem very nice and eager to help and all of these great things. And the views, are amazing and all these things. But my feelings are not amazing. My feelings are not happy. And so that leads me today, making this video. It's Wednesday. It's officially 7 days of me being here, and I'm sad. I am lonely. I am stressed out. Oh, and get this. On Tuesday, yesterday, I noticed that my car was hesitant. I mean, I've noticed it like Sunday, but I tried to just kind of, not think about it or not, not stress about it. But I noticed that my car was hesitant when I would crank it. Now, remember I told you my battery wouldn't allow the car to start the week before. Well, I live literally right next to a Pep Boys. And so I call them up and I say, hey, is it going to cost me for you to check my battery? It's like, no, bring it right over. We'll check it right now. Cool. They check it. And sure enough, my battery is done. Like, it's done. Now, my car is a 15, and the guy says to me, this is the original battery. This should have already been changed. Now, I'm here 2,000 miles away from everything that I know. Friends, family, whatever. I have nobody here. And so the last thing that I want to deal with is a car that's giving me problems, or, a non-working car at all. I don't want to deal with that. I don't have the time. I don't have the mental capacity right now to even deal with that. So I say, okay, how much is a new battery? He tells me how much a new battery is, and I just I want to scream, because that's all I got left until I get paid in 2.5 more weeks. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. But I can't not do it because I need a car. You know what I mean? So I can't not do it. So I pay to get a new battery in my car. Now, granted, I have a peace of mind because I have a working, running car that I don't have to worry about. But now I'm stressed out even more because I'm trying to figure out, what am I going to do about things that I may need, things that may come up between now and 2.5 weeks from now, before I get paid again, and I'm just so, I don't know. In this moment, I don't feel how I thought that I would feel. In this moment, I don't have the excitement, the bright-eyed, eager drive, excited for the next day of the new job and all these feelings. I don't have those feelings. I don't. And I think other people's excitement for me gave me a false sense of excitement for myself. Because I cannot say that I have been excited or been so eager or so driven from the beginning. And as I sit down and as I really process things and as I really think back to myself, I can't say that I ever was, that I ever have been regarding this this transfer. I think it was more so, I've been having some prayers and I've been talking to God and I've been asking for change. This opportunity randomly came up because it wasn't planned. It randomly came up. Is this the change that God wanted me to do and have? And I don't want to seem like I pray and ask for things and then when I get them, I don't, utilize them, or I don't do them or fulfill them. And so I think that sense of pressure of me looking at it that way took a toll on me and made me feel as if I had to accept this, that I had to do this. And so now I'm being told, in order to do this job, that I'm going to have to surrender certain licenses that I have for my other background, but within the same field. It's just another background that I'm going to have to surrender those licenses in order to do this job. And I have a problem with that because I paid for those licenses. I studied for those licenses. It took me a year before I even passed the damn exam for this one license. It took me an entire year before I was, kind of mentally ready to like take the test again, because I had failed so many times before. And so I finally, after a year later, I finally take the exam and I pass the exam hundreds of dollars later, all to be told I got to surrender that license. And in order for me to do this job, I cannot have that other license. And the kick is, if I surrender the license, I got to do the testing and the exam and the study. I got to do it all over again. And paying the money, I have to do it all over again. I just found that out yesterday. So my mind, my feelings, my emotions are all over the place. And honestly, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I am supposed to thug it out. I don't know if I should give up and say, I did give it a try. I tried it. I don't know what to do. And that scares me so much. Like, it scares me because I'm essentially all by myself here. I'm alone, literally. Like, I know no one. I mean, I know one person who happens to work at my last job, who is working here temporarily. So her job could end tomorrow, next week. You know what I mean? And I've been here for 7 days and I just saw her today. Because we don't have the same schedules and we don't work in the same building or, whatever. And so outside of her, and I've only known her now for 6 months, I think, it's just kind of like, I'm stuck right now. But I'll figure it out, I guess. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you would do if you were in this situation. And don't forget to like and comment and share if you can. So yeah, say a prayer for me, because I'm mentally going the fuck through it. I really am. That's my story.